Good morning, and welcome to Power Up 365. How you guys doing this morning? Today is Thursday, and it is week six of 2020. How's the year going? How's it going? You know what? Maybe you guys had a week like I had. I really push to do Power Up 365 every day because my goal with that is this is personal development. Although I'm in the business of building great businesses, but you really can't build a great business if you do not do personal development. If you not bring energy to the day, if you do not know how to handle issues and problems in your life. And this week was my challenge. And have you ever woken up on a Monday and everything is not going right? And I had one of those weeks this week. There was a great expectation. We have been pushing for a great big deal. Everything was done. Payments and everything were meant to be done on this Monday, and guess what? It didn't happen. There's been one or two delays for a few more days, and when you first get that first call, and then the next thing is they broke into one of our other businesses and they had broken stuff, and then you get the second call. Then you get on the scale and you say, hey man, I'm really trying to have a goal for 2020 to lose weight, to get my health into shape, and you see those results are not going well. And what I want to tell you is there are times when things do not go right. I had one of those weeks now. I mean, it's Thursday and it's my first Power Up 365 video for week 6. That to me is not acceptable. That's not my goal. That's not what I'm meant to be doing. And but I had to acknowledge, and I'm always taking you guys on a journey. I'm sharing the good, the bad, everything with you guys, because Power Up 365 is a journey and lessons and how to get your life to the next level. So how do you power up when things are not going well, not going according to what you believe it should go? Now, the first thing is you need to have an understanding, that a belief that everything is on the way, not in the way. Every challenge and difficulties that you are facing is actually on the way. You need those challenges. Those challenges are going to make you better, stronger. And then the other thing is you need to understand is the power of a minute. The power of a minute. You see, I speak often about the power of a minute because really, if you look how many minutes you have in a day, your day is not really that bad. Every single minute is not a bad day. Every single minute is not a bad moment in your life. But when things start going wrong, you start focusing on everything that's wrong in your life. And what you focus on, energy goes. What you focus on, energy goes. And what you focus on expands. So if you focus every minute, now this is what happens is, people tend to, what's going wrong in your life, people tend to expand it by repetition, even in a different way. So things are not going my way. I can't believe the deal didn't go through. They were meant to pay today. Now they're going to pay on Thursday. Why did they do this? I had this expectation. I gave my word to people, and that now you're repeating the same thing over and over because you're focusing on it. And when you're focusing on it, you start feeling an emotion there because you're giving it energy. I can't believe the scale says I weigh more. Why is it doing this? I've been in it. I've been gymming. I've been dieting. I've been doing this. This is not right. Something is wrong. I can't believe it. What's going on? You're focusing on it. You're giving it energy. You're fueling negativity. And when you fuel negativity, you're never going to find the solution to get through it. But in this week, I had a client who came to me, and he really also had a bad week. He had some issues in his business, and he was really down. He was very emotional. He can't believe this is happening. He had this dream, and now he got hit with this challenge. And I've always said in business, how you plan a business, I've been doing this for over 25 years, and how I plan any business strategy when I go in and I want to turn the business around, when I get to a deal, when I get to an investment, it actually never ever goes according to plan. There are always curveballs, and you have to adopt, you have to change all the time. So what happened with this client is he was sitting there and he was telling me how bad life is, and he's thinking of throwing in the towel and that. And I said to him, you know what? This is not a big problem. And immediately he didn't like it because why? It's not a big problem. It is a big problem. It's my big problem. No. And what the message I said to him, listen, you got two choices here. Either if the problem is too big for you to solve, that means the problem is bigger than you. If you really want to solve this problem, you got to become bigger than the problem. The first thing to solve a problem is to change the words of the problem. It's not a problem, it's a challenge. It's not a problem, it's a challenge. It's a challenge for me an opportunity for me to define my character. And I started talking to him because I wanted him to become bigger than the challenge he's facing, not smaller than the problem in front of him. Because if you become bigger than the challenge you're facing, you will find solutions. Now, why is this message important? Because you've got to understand, if you do not understand the power of a minute when you are having a bad week, bad situation, you start losing out on the habits and rituals that got you there. So for me, example, it's a ritual for me. I need to wake up, meditate, pray, read the Bible, give thanks for the day, be just grateful for everything in my life, and I start powering myself up. What was happening? Because I was focusing on what was wrong in my life, because I was focusing on everything that's gone bad, and I was focusing on why the deal hasn't gone through, I started losing the moment. And I said, no, and I didn't meditate, I didn't read the Bible, I didn't pray in that because I don't have time. But is that true? Is that true? I didn't have time? Of course I had time. Of course I had time. But what I was doing is I was replaying the negative recording of my current situation. Replaying. So on the second day, it was Monday, it was Tuesday, and Wednesday, yesterday, I said, hang on, man, guy, what's going on here? I started going back, meditation, started getting into my habits. I call it the power up. You got a daily power up. There are certain rituals and habits you've got to develop to power up your day, to step into your day. You know, on Monday when I walked into my office, one of my team members came to me and said, Johnny, what's wrong? You're not yourself. Something is wrong. Even your team realizes when you are not yourself. And I'm very grateful for my team because we all have an honest relationship, that she could come to me and say, hang on, you're not at this rate, what's going on? So that was something that said to me, hey, Johnny, what's going on? I need to change. I need to get back into it. And the right thing is, when you are emotionally strong, and I really believe I've been doing this for so many years, I am quite emotionally strong. It's not that I will have a bad day. It's not that you will have a bad day. You're going to have bad days. The thing is that you got to realize is that you got to turn around those days. You got to turn around. Now, what happens with people, they will have a bad transaction, a bad deal, a bad experience, and they will carry that experience not for 1 or 2 days, for days, months, years. Then you never power up. You never get into habits that will change your life, empowering habits. You will always focus on the bad things that happen. And what happens is you dig a hole deeper for yourself. You dig a hole deeper for yourself, and you can't get out of that hole because you're focusing on what's wrong in your life, and your energy is going to what's wrong in your life, and you're losing your habits. You're losing your habits and rituals that got you to the opportunity that you think is a bad thing. But if you understand that everything is on the way, not in the way, if you understand that life is great, it's just you get these bumpy times in life, this turbulence in life, and you got to understand that turbulence is what you need to get to the destination. You need to get through the turbulence to get to the destination. And if you can manage yourself and carry on doing the things that you've always done to get you there, that is going to empower your life. That is going to get you through those difficult times. That is going to get you to the success that you need. But the most important is understand the power of a minute. Just because you had a bad moment doesn't mean you had a bad day. Because to have a bad day, you've got to have a bad 24 hours. And no one has a bad 24 hours. Everyone can say, listen, let me shut down that negativity. Let me shut down that bad loan that I got, that bad news that I got. If it's a death, if it's a bank loan that didn't go, if it's a liquidation, let me just shut that down. Let me close my eyes. Let me meditate. Let me pray. Let me read the Bible. let me get out of that negativity and into myself and into my heart and into powering up, and let's use that energy. Then you take that energy and you bring it to the challenge, and you power up, and you go to gym, and you exercise, and you breathe, and you drink some water, and then afterwards you bring that challenge back, and you take that energy and you go into it, and watch what happens. Watch what happens to that challenge. You start discovering, you start finding solutions for that, because now you are in an empowering mindset. Guys, getting this? Thank you very much. This is Johnny Eliades, your success strategist, and I will see you at the top. Have a great week. Cheers. Bye.